Good morning. My name is Graham Lewis, and this is my wife Katie and son Jay. Pastor Jim asked for us to come up and share why we give to Wake Forest UMC, and that topic is way out of all of our comfort zones, so definitely appreciate them coming up to support me today. I wanted to start off with a reading from 1 John chapter 3, verses 16 to 18, which we felt like summed up our basis for giving. This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. If anyone has material possessions and sees a brother or sister in need, but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. And so, to briefly answer why we give to Wake Forest UMC, we want to recognize what's been given to us. We feel like the life of faith is to respond to that gift and respond with action. Last week, Pastor Jim mentioned we're here to give, not to look to gain, and that is absolutely true. But when our family gives, we also recognize all of the things that we appreciate when we do give to the church. And so the first one is that Katie and I really want Jay to grow up in a church community that holds our beliefs and is also a thriving environment for children, where he can make lifelong friendships and really find his own faith. We know that God's given us the ability to play a role in building that environment for him and other children who attend Wake Forest UMC. And so we give to both the General Fund to have great new staff members, but also directly to programs that we want the church to continue, that Jay can take advantage of when he reaches that age. A good example would be mission trips. We want to make sure that the staff and families in our church have a strong mission trip program established so that we have an opportunity to participate when the time comes. Next, we want to demonstrate the joy of giving for Jay. That's kind of been a main driver of our leading the Angel Tree program the last couple of years, which will be set up in a couple weeks for those of you who would like to participate. But really seeing the faces of the families when they come to pick up gifts is priceless, and we want Jay to make sure he can experience that and be grateful for the gifts that he's been given, and to understand that giving his time is just as valuable as well. And then lastly, there's always more work that our church can do and more need that we can meet in the community, and typically the biggest restriction is funding. So, for example, this year in the Angel Tree program, we're trying to expand to middle school siblings as well. So historically, we've done elementary school children and preschool, and so we're trying to continue to grow here at Wake Forest UMC. So just in summarizing, it was really surprising to us that Pastor Jim asked for us to speak today. I think we'll admit that we probably don't give as much as we should, but we're trying to continue to grow that direction. And so as a young parent, sometimes in the secular world, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to give. We have to save for college now and retirement and all of these other things. But we want to make sure that Jay understands, why God gives us our resources, and it's to demonstrate the love of Jesus with them. So thank you for having us here to talk today.